ज्ञानमयी ज्योतिर्मयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी.
Hi, I'm Kavita Jangra. Hello everyone, welcome. Here I, Kavita Jangra. Today I will deal with the chapter number 1 of grade 6. This chapter is about food, from where we get that. Food. You all eat food, even different varieties of food, even the different states having the food habit that are different. So here in this chapter, I'll deal with different terms, and these are, first, you should know about the key words of this chapter. These are ingredients, edible, nectar, sprouted seeds, herbivore, carnivore, and omnivores. So these I will leave later on. And the important definition of this chapter, these are the nectar and the sprouting. Do you know what is nectar and what is sprouting? Nectar, this is a juicy, sweet liquid, and that is secreted within the flower. That is secreted within the flower. Here you can see that this is the flower. In this, the juicy liquid is secreted. Okay, and it is made, sucked by the bees, and then it is made into the honey by the bees. Second one is sprouting. What is sprouting? Sprouting is, this is the process by which the seeds, how it will come into being. The seed shoot out small white-like structure, and that way of the growth, that is known as a sprouting. Okay. The next is, why do we need food? The question arises, we all eat food, but why? Why there is a need to eat that? Because we eat food to live on, to give us energy, and to grow and to heal. If any wear and tear or if any injury in our body, then if we eat food, from there we get energy, and it help us, the injured cells, to heal quickly. And for that, there's a need to eat healthy food, because healthy food will help the cells divide quickly and heal that. Then is, the food keeps us healthy, and it provides us essential nutrients that are essential for fighting during the disease. Okay, so if you want to prepare a food, we need different kinds of ingredients. Like to cook a vegetable curry, what do you require? You require different kinds of vegetables, then salt and spices, oils, and so on. Next is a source of food. Till now, I just asked you that what is food, why it is required, but from where we get that food? What are the sources of food? The sources of food are the plant products and animal product. We can get it from the plant and we can get it from the animals. So the plants and animals, they are the two sources of our food material. From plant and the animals that I told you, the animal source, what are these? These are the milk, egg, meat, chicken, fish, prawn, beef, pork, etc. These are all derived from the animals. So they are known as the animal food. Secondly, the plant and the plant products. What are these? These are the grain, cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Then comes from the plant and other plant products. Leafy vegetables, fruits, and some parts of the plant like stem and roots. This I will discuss in detail further. And here we have the sources of food that I told you, the plant product. So here in the picture, I think it is clear to you that these all include the plant products. Plant product, that in this peas, mung beans, then almonds, mushrooms, broccoli, all these are included from plant products. Why? Because we are deriving it from the plants. Next is our animal food. Animal food, meat, chicken, fish, and cheese. These all are animal food because these are derived from the animals. Next it is a brief that what we have studied. The plants that acts as a source of food ingredients, What are these? These are fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses. These all will be the plant products. And the animal sources, what will be these? The ingredients of these food are milk, eggs, meat products, etc. Next is what are ingredients? Till now we studied about the sources of food, but now it's a turn to make you clear that what are ingredients, because this word is coming again and again. Ingredient is what? Ingredients are the materials that are required to prepare a dish. What we are consuming in our food. That food is made up of what type of ingredients, and these ingredients, for example, to prepare a vegetable curry, as in the previous slide I told you, what we require? We require vegetables, salts, oil and other spices. So what are these called as? These are known as the ingredients. Even in the slide also, in the figure also, you can see that there are the different ingredients present over here, and we regularly use in our dishes. This is the chart. This will help you to clear that what ingredient is. Say for example, I tell you that you have to prepare an idli. So how you will prepare it? What the ingredients you require? Because until or unless you don't know the ingredients, then how you will prepare the food? So the ingredients for the idli you require, these are the rice, urad dal, salt and water. And from here, if I ask you, then what is the plant product and animal product here? Rice is a plant product, urad dal is a plant product, salt is we are getting it from the sea. And do you know how? By the process of evaporation. The water is collected in the fields and then the water gets evaporated, and in turn what we get? We get a salt. So its a source is sea. Next, water we are getting from the earth. So here further details are also given. Even then you know very well that how you prepare a kheer, a sweet dish. I think you all like it? Yeah. And how you prepare, do you know? What are the ingredients of this? Yes, these are the milk, rice, sugar. Milk is here animal product, okay? And the rice is plant product, sugar also plant product. Sugar we get from the sugar cane. Next is, here the picture is showing to you that how you prepare a chapati. So how you prepare it, what are the ingredients? Primary, the wheat grain that are grown by the farmers in the field. Then next, what happened? We just turn it into we just grind that, and it is converted into the flour. And here, what are the ingredients to make the chapati? We make it by kneading it with the help of the water. Two things are required over here, water as well as wheat flour. So in return, what we get? We get a chapati here. So ingredients, what it is. Now it is understood to you. Any substance or material that are required to produce a dish, that is known as an ingredient. Here the example is given, atta, that is flour, and water. These are the two ingredients that are required to make a chapati. And next is the parts of plants. Till now we discussed about the sources and the ingredients. But do you have thought about this, that from where we get that, and where we need to understand about the parts of plant, because that is very important. Parts of a plant, here you can see a figure that is showing different parts of a plant. Here, first one here you can see that flower or the petals. What is the function of the flower? It acts as a reproductive organ of a plant that is in the flower, and the flower that usually these are the colorful. Why? To attract the insects. They help in the pollination. What is pollination? When say for example any insect or like a hummingbird or bees, what will happen? On the flower, the bee will come and it will sit on here, and what will happen? The pollen grains will stick on its parts, and when it will transfer to the another flower, then it will help in the reproduction further. Secondly, here it's a bud. What is bud? It is a small leaf or the flower that start to grow. What is the function of it? It protects them. Next one is the leaf. Leaf, it is also the part of the plant. Leaf, it is consists of the chlorophyll. In the leaf, chlorophyll is present, And what is the function of chlorophyll? Chlorophyll helps in the photosynthesis process that will make a food for the plant, and further the food that has been prepared by the plant, in turn it takes a different form and in turn it is used by us. Next is the stem. Stem, it provides a support to the plant, because without stem the plant is not going to stand. Even you can see over here, this plant is erect. Why? Due to the stem. It provides the erectness. Okay. Then next is the root. Root, these help the plant to anchor into the soil. Even you can see over here, this after the stem on the underground, the roots are present. What is the function of the root? It helps the plant to anchor, to hold the soil, and it helps to withstand the plant during the hot weather that are windy and that situation. Okay. Next is the root hairs. What are the root hairs? As we can see over here in the main root, this is the main root, and these are the root hairs. This will help in the absorption of the water by the plants and transfer this to the different parts of the